Hi everyone, welcome back to the vlog. I'm gonna do like a little kind of story time because, to be quite honest, I didn't really get to film a lot for this week that I'm uploading right now, and sometimes it's just gonna be like that. Sometimes it's just gonna be like that where I'm just living life, so busy, forget to film, so present in the moment, all good. All right, so to start, I'm gonna share a clip of what happened for this week. I feel like a lot of really just like, I don't know, I feel like this week was like really good for life moments. I ended up going to my brother's graduation, which was really cool because he went to the same elementary school as me and he graduated there. And when I was there, I saw a lot of teachers that had taught me when I was growing up as well. And he's going to the same high school that I went to too, which is just like, it's like, I don't know, it's like one of the wildest and the best ways possible feeling that I have ever experienced in my life. If you're a sibling and you have a younger sibling that is like kind of walking the same footsteps as you and you had a really good life experience like when you did that, you probably know like the feeling. But it's just like, I remember him growing up. I remember him like when he was 3 years old with my grandma holding her hand, and like they would walk past my room and he'd be like, "Oh, is that Goli's one? That's Goli's one?" Like, this is like my little brother. I remember him when he was born. We're 16 years apart, and it's just like, it's amazing just to see like where he is and how he is and how his humor is and stuff, and just like who he is as a person. It's just like such a cool, I don't know, it's just such a cool and different feeling. So with that, I also ended up going to this really amazing, incredible event with my friend. It was on solstice, it was the day after, and this was Wednesday, June 21st. I made my own flower crown. Let me post a picture here so y'all can see. Okay, cute crown, cute crown. My friend said I was giving her Frida vibes, and I was like, okay, I will take it. So here's a little clip from the event that we went to. My friend got some amazing chips, amazing guacamole. What else? What else happened this week? Oh, let me share this. This is the first week that I'm celebrating. I cut out bread. I didn't cut it out like earlier on. I kind of, for me, cutting out, this isn't part of 75 Hard, but this was something that I wanted to incorporate. I think I shared this with you guys like earlier on in the vlogs, but I had wanted to cut out as much as I could processed and refined sugars, and I wanted to get more sugars naturally. And there's a lot of processed and refined sugars and like just a lot of food everywhere, which is why predominantly I think like cooking as much as I can at home is key, because I know it's going into it. And even like making desserts, which I'll show you a clip after of me making homemade ice cream and how I do that. And now that I know to do that, I kind of don't really want to go to the other ice cream that's sold. I'd rather just make my own, because I know exactly what I'm putting in it. I know that it's wholesome ingredients, I know that it's natural sugars, and I know that it's just good for me. Yeah, so I did cut out bread, I would say around like this week, maybe week of the vlog, or maybe like a little bit earlier on. And I I guess like I'll have bread like every once in a blue moon, like when I'll go out to a restaurant, but it's not something I'm buying at the grocery store anymore and I'm having at home. I cut out butter too. I feel like I cut out, actually, yeah, I think I did cut out like all of my dairy now at this point. I haven't had cheese. I stopped getting cheese like a couple of weeks ago for sure. What else? I don't know, I just cut out dairy, I cut out bread. The only like real grains and stuff that I eat now are brown rice. With the curry, I actually had a little bit of jasmine rice. But typically it's brown rice. Every once in a blue moon, I'll have some spaghetti and then oats, like oatmeal oats. Other than that, all I'm eating is like organic fruits, organic veggies, and meat. And what I eat for meat predominantly is turkey, chicken, sometimes like a little bit of seafood. Like I feel like that's like once in a blue moon too, though, like shrimp. Yeah, and then chickpeas. I've actually been riding with chickpeas lately too. As per the hypothyroidism and stuff, I'm also celebrating. I had a moment the other day where I was lying in my living room and I was stretching after a workout, and it just dawned on me. Like it just dawned on me in that moment, like really randomly, where I was like, I'm not experiencing any more symptoms anymore. I am not experiencing fatigue anymore for like the first time in years. And I'm getting emotional about it right now too, because I'm like, I just remember like feeling so much fatigue, and I've been off the pills for a couple of weeks now, the hypothyroidism pills, and I've been following medical mediums protocols with cutting out eggs, cutting out gluten, cutting out soy, cutting out corn. I haven't touched eggs in weeks, and I've just been doing like a lot of like green juices, organic fruits and veggies, and just really focusing on that too, and like a lot of water and lemon water as well. And I've just, along with that, like focusing on emotional health, focusing on loving my body, communicating to the different cells and organs of my body, gifting sunlight to my thyroid consciously as I go out for my runs and stuff. And it feels so good. So I had a moment where I cried because I was so thankful, and I was so like living in the light at the end of the tunnel, you could say. But yeah, I don't experience any more symptoms. Celebrating that. And yeah, so let me show you guys the curry that I made, which was from the medical medium post. He posts on Instagram. I will also link the recipe too in the comments, but let's get into this here. Okay, but just close up on the presentation. It's giving chef. She's giving chef. she's giving nourishment. I'm so excited. I will link this recipe in the description box for you all. Yes, yes, yes. Of course I will. Of course I will. Come on. Okay. All right. We will see you in a very, I don't know, happy moment. In a very happy moment. I'm about to be really happy. Really happy. Yeah, just been like really integrating 75 hard. It really feels like it's a lifestyle now. Like it just feels easy. It's like I don't think about anything. The only thing I think about really is like, what time do I want to do my workouts at? Like, what time do I want to do my indoor workout? What time do I want to do my outdoor workout? But I feel more in flow naturally with like what I want my workouts to comprise of. So I feel like in the beginning of 75 hard, I definitely, no, I don't feel, I know I pushed myself to run like consistently every day because I had never done strength training outside before. So in my head back then, it wasn't even like, it just wasn't natural. It wasn't there for me in my head. But then there was a point, I think it was like a week in or like a week and a half in or something. And mind you, like I was not running. Like this was my first run of the season back then in April when was it April? It was May. It was May when I started, May 1st. Until like May 7th or something. And I remember when I first started doing the 45-minute runs, I kept pausing and starting and pausing and starting because my muscles were so sore and my just stamina was not there, the breathing, everything. Now when I go out for a run, I can easily do like half of that run, half of the first 45 minutes straight without stopping, and my legs don't even feel sore anymore. The full 45 minutes, my legs don't feel sore. So it's just like incredible because it's just incredible to see like how my body has adapted through this and how much like I feel like in the beginning I was definitely like I was pushing the runs and stuff and I was so tired and I had to get forced to stop doing the outdoor runs and start doing longboarding because I had to work different muscles in my legs. My legs were just so sore, like I just literally I had to switch it up. And then between longboarding and running I was like, okay, I need to do something different. And then I thought like, oh, why don't I go to the nearest soccer field and like just bring my mat and just chill outside 45 minutes and do strength instead of doing cardio. And so I did that, and then I was able to do inside, I was able to switch it up and do like some dance, some hip hop dancing, some different types of cardio, different things like that. I'm going to link some workouts for you below as well for workouts that have really helped me, that have really had me feeling nourished. Because the other thing I noticed with 75 hard, I have to be in a certain type of mentality and like set, just like vibe set of like, okay, I want to work out and I want to go hard. And I feel like for me as a person, when I do work out, typically I'm like, I really want to go all in. Like I'm going to be so present with this. I'm going to kick ass with this. This is going to be like a really good workout for me. Because fitness to me is just really important, and like just my stamina, my body to me is really important. So I like to really be present and see like how far I can take the workouts. So typically like HIIT workouts, cardio workouts, I'll do it. But sometimes, and this is one thing that 75 hard with the workouts has taught me, is like sometimes it's not about going hard and going all in every single time. That's actually not possible. And there is purpose in slowing down to speed up or slowing down to maintain consistency. I think that was like the real takeaway for me, where it's like in the beginning of 75 hard, I could feel like my thought pattern almost getting like a little bit self-degrading, where it's like, maybe degrading is too strong of a word, but it was just like I would notice that if I would run and if I would kind of stop, or my muscles would get sore, or like I'd want to keep going, but I just couldn't because my muscles were like literally so sore, and I just didn't like have the breath for it at the moment, or whatever it was, the stamina for it at that moment. I noticed just like different things popping up of like, oh, like I wish I could like do this like more, like I want to be doing this faster, I want to be doing this longer, like I want to be doing this harder, whatever, right? And it's like the light inside of me was like, well, wait a second, you know, It's not about how hard you go. Just keep going. Just keep going. And so that actually shifted my workouts to a place where I am even more present with them and I'm enjoying them even more as well. So that's been really good too. And I actually stumbled across this type of workout called Kinergy, if anyone's interested. The person who hosts Kinergy, or who created it, she says it's not about perfection, it's about expression. So it's not like your typical workout, like it's not a HIIT workout, it's not, you know, it's not like you're going to the gym or anything. It's not like, it kind of is like a dance, but it's more so movement, and it's very expressive. So it's very much about like embodiment, and it's very much about like you getting in tune and connected to your body and how you want to move presently. She's got really good music on this workout too. It's a 40-minute dance workout. It's so good. Like as soon as I heard Odessa on there, and I was like, okay, I'm doing this like a few times a day. But yeah, I think at this point in 75 Hard, I really feel like I'm my own best friend. I have felt that way like a lot of my life, and I have felt that way like very strongly in my life, but I feel like just through this process, it's just like I knew that it was going to show me. It was just going to show me me. It was just going to show me what I'm capable of. And now obviously I'm capable of it because I'm doing it. But yeah, it's just shown me that like I am the purity. I am like the beacon. I am the light. I am the one who's calling the shots. I am the one who's keeping it moving, and it doesn't have to be hard. Matter of fact, it's like it just hasn't been hard. It's been more so enjoyable and such a discovery of myself and of my world, my inner world, and what I like and how I like to honor myself and how I like to honor my life and how I like to invest in my own energy and allow it to express into this world that I get to be a part of, that I get to co-create with, and with the friendships, with the relationships that I have. And it definitely, I mean, we all know this, but it all starts from within, and we always have to take care of ourselves first before we can move out into the world consciously and holistically. And I just feel so pure with that. I think more than I ever have, but in like a very integrated way. So it feels good. Yeah, and other than that, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and if you're thinking of starting 75 Hard, or if you have any questions for me, if you want me to vlog on anything regarding this process, regarding maybe like my mentality, what I've noticed, physical changes, like recipes I've found, how I cut out like a lot of things from day one to onwards, how I went through the sugar addiction the first few days and got that out of my system, what I'm noticing in energy levels, anything at all. Like, just if you want to know anything about 75 Hard in my experience, please feel free to leave it in the comments. If you're doing it right now, that's amazing, and I'd love to hear about your journey too. You can send it in the comments, or feel free to DM me on Instagram as well. I'm excited because I know that what I'm experiencing right now through this feels really good, is really good, and I'm excited to see what you experience here on this planet, what you experience here in your journey, what you experience. You know, if there's something that you want to do, maybe you're a little bit nervous to do it. If there's something that is kind of calling to you and you can feel it within yourself, within your heart, you're like, I want to do it. I feel like I can do it. I know that I can do it. And there's like maybe that like little inkling of something. You can do it. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. I know you can do it. I absolutely know that you can do it. You just gotta show yourself because it's already known. You just gotta show yourself. So with that, thank you. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you on the next vlog. Bye! Hi! I didn't want to leave you guys hanging without that ice cream recipe, so here it is. 4 bananas, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of cacao powder or unsweetened cocoa powder. Cacao is just less processed. And if you prefer, 2 tablespoons of almond butter. Once you do that, you're going to blend it and then eat it. Enjoy it. You can store it in the freezer for up to 3 or 4 days. And yeah, that is all for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And as you know, to be continued.